here's a question for you, a check-in question. How long should a check-in take? Because a concern that parents have is when you're sitting here actively listening to your child, you're asking them open-ended questions that help them process and hopefully have an aha moment about what it is that their behavior is doing, if it's constructive or destructive, and helping them align their behavior back up to where it lines up the agreements. And can you do this constructive check-in style effectively in less than 20 minutes? The answer is no. I'm sorry. It's going to take at least 3 hours every day to block out a window of time to talk to your child. So you're right. Unrealistic. Can't do it. No. Thank God that's not true. An average check-in time with a preschooler in my classroom, and I do a lot of check-ins throughout the day, I would say seriously is less than 30 seconds. Maybe even ranges around 20 seconds long, depending on what it is the child's working through. Usually agreements are something we go over and over again. There's usually only 5 or 6 agreements that we're working on at a time with a particular child. So they are used to this style of communication enough that they tune right in, jump right in, and know where you're coming from, know where you're headed. And it's consistent enough for them that it doesn't take a lot of extra verbiage, talking, chatting. I'm chatting your ear off, but really, when you're doing a check-in with a child, do a 2-to-1 ratio. I want you to listen about twice as much as you talk. And what I found is one of the ways I can eliminate the length of a check-in time is before I do a check-in, I do an observation. I do a little detective work. I get out a little journal, a little piece of paper, make a mental note. If I'm seeing a behavior that's repeating, I like to kind of figure out what the common thread is there. Is this child doing this when they're tired? Are they doing this when they're hungry? Is this always around this particular other child? Is there something in the environment that's overstimulating to them? Is there something in the environment that if I changed it, that I could see possibly would curb this behavior a little bit? So I kind of do a little work prior to a check-in with the child if I can, or even right after when they've given me some information, and I'll test the waters and see if that helps extinguish or minimize the behavior that we're trying to avoid and bring that child back in line with the agreements with. Okay, so it really shouldn't take you that long. I'm telling you, you'll get enough practice, you'll get good at it, and you will do it in less than 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Bye.